Alright. So, as promised, this is my review of the Guided by Voices 2012 tour. If you have children present, then tell them to leave the room, pause this, stop it, put some earphones in. If you're at work, put some earphones in. And if you have delicate ears and you just don't like foul language, grow some fucking balls. Alright. What an amazing fucking show. To give you a little background, I've liked Guided by Voices for as long as I can remember. I think I was in a little CD store here in Florida, City, Winter Park Avenue CDs, and I saw the cover of this album, Sunfish Holy Breakfast, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. You know, I was a kid, teenager, so oh, that looks cool. I used to go in there, spend $5-10 on something that kind of looked cool. Sometimes it was garbage, and sometimes I ended up with Guided by Voices kind of stuff. So it's a good way to expose myself to music I wouldn't have heard of otherwise. So I've always liked them, and back in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, they used to come to Orlando quite a bit. I remember I used to get so fucking pissed off because I'd always hear about them the day after they came. You know, I never heard advertised on the radio, and then all of a sudden after they played, they'd be like, oh yeah, Guided by Voices last night, blah blah blah, and I was like, well, fuck me. So this time I heard about it. I read about it in Orlando Weekly, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna miss it, I'm going. So got my tickets, and I'm so glad I went. If you've never been to a Guided by Voices concert, let me preface this by saying, if you like their albums, when you see them live, it's nothing like the album. I mean, it's the same songs, but they're balls to the wall rock and roll. Plain and simple. Mitch Mitchell's got a cigarette in his mouth the whole time, playing guitar, doing his big windmills, and Robert Pollard is you know, doing his little kicks, jumping around. What's the bassist? Greg Demos. You know, he's busting his ass out there, sweating his nuts off, and you know, I have to say that Tobin, what's his fuck? He's good. He's not as energetic as the rest of them. The drummer works hard. I mean, they all just they put on a really good show. They're rock and roll. They're drinking. They got an ice chest full of beer up on stage with them because they drink that much. Robert Pollard is drinking a bottle of something, rum or Wild Turkey. I hope it wasn't Wild Turkey. Southern Comfort, something like that. Anyway, he drinks it. He gets about a little over a quarter of the way through it. Passes it out to the crowd. Here you guys go. So one of the bouncers finds it, brings it back, puts it on stage, and one of the stagehands grabs it, puts it back where Pollard had it before. Pollard turns around, notices it's there, takes another sip or two, hands it right back out. And later he's drinking a bottle of Crown and takes a few sips, hands it out. But that's neither here nor there. They're fucking rock and roll. They're loud. They're interactive. Their songs are so much more intense live. And I think they've only got a few tour dates left. At the shirt here, the concert. September 14th, they played the Grog Shop in Cleveland, Ohio. September 15th, they played at Mr. Small's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. September 17th, the Orange Peel, Asheville, North Carolina. September 18th, the 40 Watt Club in Athens, Georgia. September 19th, the Beecham in Orlando, Florida. That's what I'm talking about. When they used to come here before, they played at the Sapphire Supper Club, which is now the Social and owned by the same people who own the Beecham now. Today, they're playing at the Luna Festival in Pensacola Beach, Florida. Tomorrow, September 22nd, One Eye Jack's in New Orleans. It's my hometown. Bitches better go to that show. September 24th, the Warehouse Live in Houston, Texas. But as far as I know, I think according to Pollard's website, that's been canceled. As well as September 27th, the Blue Note. The Blue Note in Columbia, Missouri. However, the show on September 25th at Emo's East in Austin, Texas is still on. As is September 28th, Granada in Lawrence, Kansas, and September 20th at Plush in St. Louis, Missouri. If you guys are kind of hemming and hawing about going to this concert, you know, I mean, it's only 25. Well, for me, it was only $25. I don't know. It might be cheaper where you're at. It might be a little more. If you're hemming and hawing, you know, oh, well, I like listening to the music, but I don't think it'd be that exciting, you know, or, oh, I don't really want to spend this kind of money, you know. Or you're just being lazy, you know, you just get off your fat, lazy ass and open your fucking wallets and go. Fucking encourage these guys to keep touring because they've got to be, you know, maybe even number one, but definitely top 3 live performances I've ever seen. And they're well worth it. You know, these guys put out loads of albums for us. And they're always decent price. I mean, even today, you know, you get an album. I mean, granted, their songs are 2 minutes long, but you get an album with 20-something songs on it for $10. You know, you can't get an album for $10 anymore. So go to the show, enjoy yourself. You're gonna have a blast. I'm telling you, it's fucking rock and roll. They need to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think they're probably not, because when you listen to their albums, you think, oh yeah, that's good, kind of poppy, kind of alternative, kind of punk, you know, lo-fi, you know, whatever. But you cannot capture their live sound. I just don't think it's possible. I'm interested in hearing their live disc from Austin, maybe seeing some of their DVDs, just to see how well that comes through. I looked here on YouTube at a couple live videos, and it was, you know, it's not the same as being there and hearing it live. Something gets lost in the translation of the audio, whatever media is recording it, it's being recorded on. Plus the energy, you don't get the energy when you're watching it. These guys have phenomenal presence. And the only thing is, going to this show kind of really like bummed me out even more about missing all the other shows. Especially I was 10 years younger, you know, 10 and 12 years younger, I could still thrash around. Now I got problems with my neck and shoulder. But I should quit being a pussy and just get out there and thrash, because these fucking guys are in their 50s, you know, they got 20 years on me, and they rock so fucking hard. I mean, I can't even describe it. I can't put it in words how incredible and amazing this show was. So, do yourself a favor. Go out there, see the band, support them, support their touring, support their music. You know, just as if you've been a fan for years, consider this your thank you to them for doing what they do and for rocking their fucking hearts out. You know, granted, this tour is only, I don't know, I think it was 15 shows or something maybe. I didn't count, but I mean, I read it to you. That's it. It's the month of September, you know. But they rock pretty hard, so I would say that that's plenty enough shows. GBV. Fucking go out there, see them, support them. Drink beer. Drink alcohol. Smoke cigarettes. Have yourself a good time. Take off of work the next day, because they fucking play a long time. They don't fuck around at all. So do yourself a favor. If you gotta work in the morning, fucking arrange to have off or plan to call out. I got up and I dragged my fucking tired ass into work, because that's what I do. But if you have the option, take off fucking partying like there's no tomorrow, because they won't be here tomorrow. They'll be in the next city or back home recording their upcoming album, which I think is due to, well, I don't know, they probably already have it recorded, the one that's coming out in November. But there's another one coming too, from what I understand. They wrote enough material for 4 albums. So and I didn't mention this, but this is the original lineup, guys. This is fucking classic GBV. This isn't, you know, some hodgepodge deal. This is the boys. So let me see. I want to tell you guys so much about the show, but I don't want to ruin it, because I don't know if they say the same thing every night or do the same thing every night. But I came back pumped, I'll tell you that. Good music, huh? Go buy the albums too if you don't have them, and buy them. I don't know. I think it's $10 on Pollard's site, wherever it directs you to buy it, and it's $9.99 on Amazon. $11 if you want to get it a hard copy if you don't want to get the digital download. But you know, buy the album. It's good. It's worth it. You know, if you're going to the concert and you don't have the album yet, buy it, because they're gonna play songs off of it. You know, and the more songs you know, the more exciting it's gonna be for you. You know, they played a lot of classics. They played a few that I mentioned in my song GBV the other day, as I was getting ready to go. You know, I wrote a silly little song and ended it by naming off a bunch of their songs. And they definitely played a few of those. So I'm sorry I'm kind of dragging this out, guys, but to be honest with you, YouTube keeps giving me this stupid fucking message that says my account is now authorized for videos longer than 15 minutes. So that's what I was waiting for, and that's what I got. Get off your fucking ass, go to Guided by Voices, rock out. Fucking, this might be the last time you get to see them. I hope it's not. I hope they're gonna fucking tour again next year. I'll fucking be there. You better fucking be there. Rock out with your... Exactly.